And I feel like God has just kind of put us in this position to, first of all, share what we have. Our church has been very generous in sending funds, and a lot of people are interested in going. And when you explain, like, well, we're just going to the laundromat and hand out cards, it's like, that's such an easy thing to do. So much of it is just about talking and visiting and getting to know people, and I like that for a ministry. It's like it's sharing our resources in a very equalizing way, just like being human. And how our First Lutheran got into it was through the Episcopal Church near St. Andrews. We got into it about 2018. We were supplying 30 cards plus detergent, plus snacks and laundry sheets. One thing about the laundromat, you're there for a while. And so it's like one of these meeting places, like whoever thought of it, it's kind of like the post office. Everybody goes to the laundromat if you don't have a washing machine. And sometimes even if you do, if yours is broken or whatever the reasons. Before COVID, we had people, you had to bring your laundry and do it then. And so that was kind of to foster the community part of it, and just kind of hang around. We went from 5:30 to 6:30 and just kind of hung out and talked to people, and people did their laundry and we did the other things. Sometimes we brought children's books. Like I said, birthday cakes. We would celebrate everybody's birthday in January, and then we'd all sing and have cake. Really gotten to know the people that work in the laundromat. That's been a really good thing, and they stick around. It's pretty much the same people are working in the laundromat now that did when we started, and there's a few changes. COVID started, you couldn't stay in the laundromat. There was only 6 people could be in at a time, so the line would be, people would come in and get their card and leave. So it kind of changed the dynamics. Like there was no hanging around the laundromats. We had to give up food. We still had snacks to go snacks. And we gave out masks, but it wasn't as fun. And we couldn't have as many people volunteering either because it was dangerous. During COVID, one of the employees, Sasha, got this idea that people would sign in, and then she would call their names and we'd give them their cards. And she knows, the people that work there know everyone better than we do. I mean, we're learning, but anyway. That has been a great thing. The Christmas during COVID was one of my favorite Christmas memories because we couldn't have church. It was Christmas Eve. We didn't have church. We didn't have music at our church. We had Zoom, but we weren't in person. At the laundromat, one of the deacons is a music teacher, and she got her student to play the piano and sing Christmas songs in the laundromat. And and some of us stood around. We all stood around 6 feet apart and listened to music for a half an hour. And it was and sang with our masks on. It was such a moment. That was one of my favorite Christmas moments during COVID, was at the Soap and Suds laundromat. It's a grace thing. So whoever comes in and signs up, you get a card. You could be the mayor, and if you need a laundry, a washing machine that day, we don't ask any questions like if you deserve it, that has impacted me. I love the grace part of it. So, a lot of people know now, but some people just walk in. There'll be a student or somebody that just moved to town, and they just walk in and get a card. And the joy, I think, of just getting something unexpected, like just to get to know my neighbors that I don't know how to interact a lot. And the consistency of doing it every month has really helped. So for me, it's impacted that I'm getting out in my church neighborhood. The breaking down of barriers with people, I feel like that's God's hand in it. That we are all we all need clean clothes. That's like the equalizer right there. Even though, like I said, most people I know don't go to the laundromat. But we all do need clean clothes. So this was just another neat moment. One of the workers there, Reggie, his mom was dying. And Sandra, who I talk to a lot, that works there, she goes, we just need to pray. We just need to pray with Reggie. We just need to pray for him. And I go, okay, yeah, I'll pray for Reggie. Well, next thing I know, we're going in the back room and we're all holding hands and I'm leading the prayer. a Lutheran leading a prayer. Me, a Lutheran. A lot of Lutherans do lead them, but not me. But anyway, we all held hands, and I just kind of went with it. And I just prayed for Reggie to have strength and for his mom to not be in pain. And it was so wild for me, holding hands in the back of the laundromat, doing an out loud prayer. So I feel like that was God stretching me, that's for sure.